All right, on tonight's episode of Python Papi, we are officially starting our day two of our Super Mario Brothers project. Let's have a look at what we went over tonight. Now, yesterday, if you recall, we did have an issue installing, well, not installing, but getting everything up and running in our VS Code. Let me get this out of the way here. So you can see here we have some errors here. When I tried to get the certain packages that we needed, didn't come through. So we got pretty far. It looked like it wanted to download everything, but it didn't download everything. Like I said, when we got to certain packages, the build broke off and we couldn't build certain wheels. I think it was the NES Pi uh, program we were trying to bring over that actually gave us an error that wasn't allowing us to actually build what we needed to build in the VS Code. So I was starting to get a little discouraged. Like I said, we're not actually doing coursework right now, so it's not like we could go to anyone for help, and anyone's going to hold our hand and walk us through the situation. So, of course, things can get a little difficult when you're trying new things on your own and you're not really sure about where to go, what to look for, and how to handle problems. But of course, I did a Python Poppy, so we pushed through. We managed to get some code over here in our Google Colab. That's going to hopefully give us more flexibility and more control over what we do here and how we run this code and more options. Like I said, the VS Code tends to play better with traditional things. In the Google Colab, I can do more, I'm not gonna say bending the rules, but I can do more flexible maneuvers. I can work my way around things. I can find out what's exactly deprecated, how I can fix it, and how I can move along without having to run the whole program and then having to search through the issue just to find the issue and then try to troubleshoot the issue. So that's why the Google Colab is a bit better, and I do enjoy working in this. So I didn't get moving forward, like I said, and even when you are reverse engineering code from other people, just because you are reverse engineering the code doesn't make it easy. I don't know if you guys think that. It's not easy at all. Like I said, no telling when that code was written or when that project was done. So everything you try to implement may be outdated or deprecated like it usually is. So you end up pretty much writing a brand new program from scratch anyway. Even though you're reverse engineering, nothing is going to be the same. I can guarantee you that you're not going to just come find a project to build, go from scratch and build it out directly how it's written from the instructor or whoever wrote the program and have it running for you. I guarantee it's not going to work that well. So you're going to have to do some digging, you're going to have to do some searching, you're going to have to do some coding, you're going to have to do some thinking. And once you do that, you might actually land where you're trying to go. Now, as for me, like I said, I had to build this entire code from scratch because, of course, the the project that I was following is deprecated. So yeah, there was no telling if I was going to be able to get it or not. So I just kept moving forward and I kept pushing forward, and finally, I think we have something here. It looks like Mario's playing. Now, like I said, we're in the process of automating this game. Of course, I cracked the code. They don't call me the Python Poppy for nothing. But yeah, neither here nor there. You can see here, like I told you earlier, we did limit our character's movement. He's only able to make about 7 movements, I believe. I believe it's jump, left, right, uh, I can't remember what all 7 of them are. I know it is jump, left, right, up, down. As you can see here, we have a timer. If you look at this timer here, it's going to keep going down. Every time it gets to 0, it starts over. That's because we haven't given our program any instruction yet. This isn't the actual machine learning aspect of it. We just have everything geared up and running inside of our program so we can start feeding in instructions from here. What we want to do is we want our character to actually run its entire course. I'm not sure if you're sure. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Mario or not, but we want Mario to run this entire course on his own, to dodge all the obstacles, to dodge all the enemies, and complete the entire course. So now that we're able to actually access our course and actually access the game itself, we have access to it, we can start writing our code and modifying it and manipulating the game to the way we want it and to it the way we want it to run. We can start moving forward. But like I said, I'm pretty impressed with myself with this much as far. We have to download a whole library. There's a whole emulator involved, specifically geared at Python games and how to use Python to write games, old games, new games. It's just a big field that I had no idea existed. Like I said, I'm very, very interested and excited to move forward with this. We did get it up and running, as you can see. So Mario is on his own. He's running his own course. And like I said, every time the counter goes down to 0-0, the court starts over. So that's why it looks like he's in a loop, because he is in a loop. So he's only allowed to do this right now. He hasn't figured out how to jump over this pipe and to continue moving forward in the course. And that's where we come in. We're going to have to teach him how to do these things and how to solve these riddles on his own. And I'm looking forward to sharing that with you as we move forward. And of course, I will keep you posted every step of the way. For now, this is the Python Poppy. You guys stay Gucci.